Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Kerb Clippers. It's the M1 Pro Club, rounds 1 and 2 from Hockenheim Classic. With me, your host, Fry, once again. Monday night Project Cars 2 racing. Just waiting for Angie to get in the room, hopefully she can get in. Just getting into the qualifying session here, 15-minute qualifying session before the 15-minute round number 1. No times yet, but expecting blank files to be on top. Just on top in practice. Hopefully Angie can get in the room. Meant to have 12 tonight for a bit of a retro run around the old school Hockenheim circuit. There she is. She's having some connection issues, I think. Oh, dropping out again. Not looking good here. Quite a long lap this, about just over 2 minute lap, 2 minutes, about 2 minutes 12 seconds with the fastest times. Who practice? It's a fair old slog. I don't know how much slipstream's going to come into it either. New cars. A circuit we don't really race on that often as well, if at all actually. This might be the first time we've ever hosted a race here. Got a few of the classic tracks on the calendar for this championship. As Motor Mouth locks up the brakes, coming into the braking for the first hairpin. Or first chicane, sorry. Jumping black bumper for a bit, shall we? Still waiting for times. It takes a lot. I think this is going to be coming around for. There should be a time on the board now for blank file. Coming through the old stadium section. They're immediately setting down on the 2 minute 12.4 marker. It's going to take some beating already. Ooh, Buzz coming in with a competitive lap. Oh, I can just get the trackside thing to work. Ooh. In the familiar green. Number 18 Buzzing Hornet. 213.3. Just 9/10 off Blank's benchmark. And you've got Kevs who's in the pits on a 214.2, 1.8 seconds back. I think at the moment the front runners are low. They're going to be the usual suspects: Blank File, Johnny B, and Atto. So yeah, set a time yet. But I think Dazzler might sneak up there. I think Buzzing Hornet might have something to say at certain tracks. Then we've got a strong midfield, committed midfield, Kerb's Satis and Redwood, Motormouth fighting over Pro-Am. I think the likes of Kit's going to take some beating. I really know where to put Kerbs, probably too fast, we'll find out. Been running at the front on Wednesdays, Kerbs has. Probably get himself in pro for this championship. Currently 1.8 seconds off the pole. On a 2-minute 14 lap, not bad effort. Doesn't look like Angie's going to get him. What's going on with Angie's internet? Oh yeah, so YT is Kev's mate. First race with Kerb Clippers, so welcome to YT. It's your boy. And then, look at this. Taking a while for people to get settled in. It's only 15-minute quali, a long lap for 15-minute quali, but quite a big spread at the moment. Quite a few guys haven't even put in times. Like Phil comes out with fresh rubber on. That 2-minute 10.6 that he's just laid down then. That can easily be the pole time. That's as fast as anyone went in practice. Angie, what's going on with your internet? Can you not get in? Keeps kicking you. Dazzler goes second fastest, 2:12.1. Just joined Dazzler for this hot lap, and he's just come out of the first corner, which is pretty similar to how it is on a modded track. It's not changed a lot. It's a little bit more curve on the inside to try and catch you out. But this Hockenheim Classic circuit, you just got big, long, slipstreamy straights down into the chicane. First chicane, tighter entry. Really hard to get through it. It's just fiddly. And then you flat out again. Not the fastest cars in the world, these M1 Pro cars, but they do look the business. Pop-up headlights and everything. As it comes through this sort of there's a little sort of kink. Flick of a chicane, quite a swooping fast right-hander, and then the more big flat long straight. I wonder if we might see quite a lot of slipstream. It might be kind of hard. I'm hoping it's going to be hard to get away from the pack tonight. Hopefully the slipstream will be in effect. So we've got a 15-minute race coming up straight after this, and then a 20-minute reverse grid race after that for round number 2. It's clear conditions, taken from the circuit earlier on today. Still got guys struggling around, not putting lap times in yet. Johnny B just gets himself up into second spot, just 1 second off Blank's pace. 2:11.7. And the Fruity 2E Project Cars theme, but repping his club number. Four minutes to go now, and the 4 people that I predicted would be in the top 4 are the top 4. We've got Blank File in first, Johnny B in second, Dazzler in third, and Atu in fourth currently, separated by 1.8 seconds. It's a pretty large spread, but like I say, long track, old car, does handle pretty well. Evening, Shaw, mate. It's a shame, Angie. Angie's going to miss the first round. Got internet issues, but hopefully she'll be back for round 2. kind of disturbing. It looks like his eyeballs have popped out of Atu's car there. As he comes into the stadium section to complete the lap. This corner is pretty much exactly the same as it is in modern times. And this one. They've slightly opened up this section a little bit. I think I prefer the old one. This is cool. A little bit harder to carry maximum speed around there as you come out to the start and finish straight. Will that improve on a 1.8 second gap? He does massively up to second place. Just 4 tenths off, and then just behind him as well. That was Johnny B improving. Coming through behind. 7 tenths off. Fight at the front looking spicy as always. Here comes Dazza to complete another lap. Can he get any quicker? No, we're a bit held up a bit by Redwood there. Time for a small sandwich as you come down the straight there. It won't be the same in the race, but Buzzard Hornet leaning back, enjoying the scenery. Blackfell still holding pole, 2 minutes 10.6, 4 tenths a second ahead of Atu in second place on a 2:11 dead. And then Johnny B in third on a 2:11.3, 7 tenths back. Daz is in the pits, that's his qualifying done. Currently in 4th spot. Buzz coming around 1.9 seconds off the pace at the moment. .30 seconds to go, get another lap in as well. Any improvement from the Buzzing Hornet? Whoa, pole position Buzzing Hornet! Scenes! Scenes! Buzz is back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't think Blackfell saw that coming. He's coming round to complete a lap himself there, I reckon he might. Oh, he's going to get a chance though. So Blank's on the lap. He's going to get across the line. Is Johnny B going to get across the line? I reckon Johnny B did get across the line. Yeah, so we've got everyone of the top 4 are out on a lap. Daz is down to 5th. After Buzzing Hornet jumped up from 5th to pole. And he's in the pit, so he can't do anything about it. Atu's actually bailed out as well. Kev's done a decent lap in 6th, Kit down in 7th. And then we've got Satis in 8th, Redwood in 9th, Motormouth in 10th as we're going to start. Looks like YT decided to just go from the back, which is fair enough in your first race. And we've lost Angie to disconnect, which is bad times. Look at Buzzing Hornet pole position now. Currently, provisional pole. Pulled that one out of the bag a bit. Can Blankfell respond? Can Johnny B respond? Yeah, he's bailed out. Kit's on the lap as well. Keep an eye on Kit, but for now these two still on a lap. Blankfell needs to find 7/100ths of a second to snatch that pole away from Buzzing Hornet. Through the final of the tricky little chicanes, heading up towards the stadium section now to complete the lap. Does show you this car's not the fastest car in the world, isn't it? Takes a little while to get places. Shifts it down, tries to hold it on the limit. Out to the curb on the left hand side. Just down 1 gear there, thought it might be 2. Four-wheel drifting a little bit, so it's quite fast. He's still in the lap, he hasn't bailed out, so I fancy he might be a little bit green here. Blank, oh, hangs on to it. Oh, that's wide. That's not going to be fast. That's a spin. That's blank file out. Buzzing Hornets going to have a chance here. What's Johnny B going to do? He's hanging on. Bit ragged up the last corner. Is Buzz going to take pole? Johnny B's nicked it. I saw that. Johnny B's going to take the front row of the grid with the final lap of the race. Final lap of qualifying. Woo! What a session. Fair play, lads. That was good. Johnny B in pole position then with a 2:10.3 right at the death. Nicked it off Buzzing Hornet, who was on for provisional pole then. Just stolen away. And then we got Blank File in third. Atu in fourth. Dazzler in fifth. That's a really, really fast top five. And then we've got Kevs in sixth. Kit Novelli in seventh. And then Satis, Redwood, Motormouth and Whitey. And then unfortunately Angie's missing, but hopefully she'll be here for race 2. And now we're going to go just take a 2-minute break to have a look at these beautiful M1 Pro cars lined up on the Hockenheim Classic grid. If the race can just be like qualifying was, that'd be great. Crazy scenes there. So, who's going to take round 1? Who's going to lay down a marker? Johnny B's laid down the first marker in qualifying. Buzzing Hornets lap. Beautiful lap. Put him on the front row of the grid. Blank File finds himself down in third spot. Atu in fourth. Dazzler in fifth. Kev's in sixth. Jump into... Always like to check out the leader's view. Down into turn 1. So we get ready to start another championship here at Kerb Clippers on a Monday night. Our flag mount is quite good for project cars too, actually, isn't it? I like how dangerously low to the floor he is as well. Authentic, classic circuit action. Right, I think we're going to be ready to go now. We'll take it back to trackside, got a nice view of the grid it. Who's going to pop the headlights? Beautiful scene. Ooh, somebody's on the hard. Uh-oh. Why are Black's wheels facing the wrong way? Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Yep, saw that one coming. I don't think fired it. What happened then? Oh my, right, drivers from the outside. So Johnny B leads, Buzzing Hornet's going to get away in second spot, Dazzler in third. I think Atu was the innocent victim of Blank File, as that's heavy contact for somebody off in the background. Is that Whitey? Yeah, that was Whitey. Hopefully he didn't take anyone else with him. Blank File recovers, and I think Atu's recovered and being taken out of bed. Black looked like Black started with his wheel at full lock to the left as they come down, streaming down into the first chicane. 1, 2, 3, get through okay. What about the next bunch? Yeah, nicely done. So Kev finds himself up into 4th spot after all of that. The Kit Novelli in 5th, Redwood in 6th, Satis in 7th, Atu's recovering in 8th. Motormouth in 9th, Blank File recovering in 10th, and then YC running down at the back. But up at the front with Johnny B from Buzzing Hornet and Motor Dazzler, 1, 2, 3. See how much slipstream we get here. I wonder if popping your headlights up slows you down. I bet it does. Project Cars is the kind of game that would model that. But it's a shame because the cars are better when the headlights pops up. Still the leaders, 1, 2, 3. Nice little battle here actually, from 6th on back. Atu from Redwood and Satis. These cars are awesome, man. Buzzing Hornet just beginning to just creep onto the back of Johnny B here for the lead. Oh, what's happened there? Atty's made a mistake. No, sorry, not Atty's made a mistake. One more up. He's already back there. He's still recovering. Back up to 5th. Collecting in the blank files. Sketchy start. Doesn't look like there's a massive amount of... If we jump on the Buzzing Hornet's bumper here, looking at the leader, Johnny B. Doesn't look like you're getting a huge amount of aero advantage coming down the straight, really, following. Down there behind both of these two. See how hard it is to thread the needle through there without unsettling the car. Pretty much a flat out drag race most of the way around this circuit. It's 2 seconds separating these now. Daz are just starting to lose track a little bit. Using the slipstream just a touch. Kev's running in a strong 4th at the moment. We'll watch them as they come down the straight. Kev's in 4th. Atto back up to 5th now. Kit running in 6th. Weber 7, Blankfire 8th, Motormouth in 9th, Whitey's back in 10th in the pits, and we've had another retirement as well, so 11 minutes left on the clock. 3/10 of a second separating the top 2. Buzzing Hornet putting the pressure on Johnny B here. Oh, nose to tail, not a lot to separate them at all. YT just coming out of the pits after some repairs there. Hopefully get nicely out of the way of these guys. Battle for the leaders where it's at. Buzz seems to be able to he seems to be able to get within that half second, 3/10 of a second, but it's a narrow old circuit, you know. Whoa, Johnny B hooks a big load of curb there. Is he going to get away with it? He's going to run wide. He's going to be slow now on the straight. Buzz might have a chance here. He carries good momentum. Where's he going to go? Johnny B doesn't really do a lot of defending. I think he's just counting on it being, but I mean, Buzz sort of has to go for it here. He looks like the inside. He's going to try and get late on the brakes. We can't see Johnny. Oh, they touched. He's got it done, you know. Buzz leads the race. Johnny B okay? Yep, he's coming out the other side. Good move for Buzzing Hornet. Takes the lead. Makes the most of that mistake. Oh, there's tyres flying in the background. Who's that? Somebody just gave the tyres an almighty lick. What is that? What we see again? Using the wars. Johnny B trying to fight back. Buzzing on it already though, putting a 6/10 of a second gap. Looking solid at the front, Buzzing Hornet. Johnny B in second, Dazzler in third still. Holding off Kerbs, who's running a good run up in 4th spot, good speed. Atto, who got wiped out by Blank at the start, but has been got up to 5th but can't really get any further. Kit's in 6th, there's Blankfire recovering from the sketchy start down in 7th. Doesn't be a great start of the championship for Blankfire there. Red Bull running in the points. Actually, everyone's in the points now. All runners are in the points. Motormouth still looping in 9th. And then so it's Satis who we've lost from the race. He's retired. Satis must have picked up some mega damage somewhere that we missed. Johnny B manages to just close that gap up again. These two having a pretty epic battle at the front. It's quieting down a little bit at the race behind them. But for the lead, buzzing on it, Johnny B. Nose to tail still. Johnny gets a little bit of a run here. He's right tucked up in the slipstream. Oh, as Kev just wanders onto the grass. Gets away with it. Come round to complete lap number 4. Still nose to tail, pretty much. That little gap that Buzz just managed to just get, as soon as he got past Johnny, he just nicked that half-second gap. He's just hanging on to it. Whoa, as Moed Dazza takes a spin onto the pit entry. He'll recover, but he'll lose some spots. Kev's up to 3rd, up to 4th. Dazza gets going in 5th again. Just came out of there a bit loose. I'm not sure if he caught the grass on the outside of the curb on the inside, but spat himself off onto the pit entryway. No damage though. Buzz pulls the gap up to 2nd at the front. Kev's now up to 3rd. Running that slightly mad Studios art kart. Number 80. Throws it into that chicane, a little bit toasty. Keeps it out of tyres. Might find himself under pressure here from Matty. Further back to the battle at the front. Through the king again. 5 minutes on the clock. Epic racing. So this is where Buzz got Johnny. Buzz does defend this time. Johnny to the outside. He's got a bit of an overlap, but Buzz should be able to defend this. Gets on the brakes in time. Inside. Interesting choice. I thought Johnny didn't I guess maybe he was a little bit late to try and dive across when Buzz did that to him. And then once, I think he was just being a little bit polite. Once he went to cover, or could have covered, Buzz was kind of there already when Buzz did that move on him, but... Oh, right up behind. Bobbling around in Buzz's mirrors. Blank's just caught up to the back of Kit for 6th as well. Side by side. Oh, they touch. Blank's going to take out a load of cones. Is he going to survive? Oh, Kit loses it on entry as well. It's unlucky for Kit. He'll be alright doing no damage. And the leaders are side by side once more. Buzz a little bit slow out the last corner. They cross the line on what's going to be the penultimate lap actually. Buzz defends. Johnny B with a little bit of a better line though. He's going to have a run here. Oh, there's slow traffic. Gonna keep out of the way. They're side by side. Johnny B's got the inside line now. He's got to move down here potentially. Look at that. Sweeps by Johnny B back into the lead. Fantastic racing at the front here at Kerb Clippers. It's the M1 Pro M1 Pro Club. Round number 1 from Hockenheim Classic. Round number 2 to follow after this 20-minute reverse grid draw race. from positions 6 to 9. This one. Hopefully Andrew will get back in, and we'll have Satis back in the race as well. So we'll have 12 runners for the next one. What's going on? So we've got a battle for the lead still. Johnny B's just got that gap again, up to 7 tenths. So they've yo-yoed. Who's now putting Kevs under a bit of pressure for the final spot on the podium, with Dazza just haunting them in the background. They're coming on to take the white flag here though. Oh, Johnny B's slow out the corner. The leaders are side by side once more, and it's changed hands again. Buzzing on it back into the lead. Sorry guys, we missed that one. Johnny B looked like he had a kick of maybe just his bounce off the curbs coming out the corner. Something he was slow out of the corner for sure, and Buzzing on it swept back past. So they're coming up to take the white flag. Battle for the lead rages on. Battle for third still pretty close as well. The white flag in the air for Buzz and Hornet in round number 1 in the M1 Pro Club. Can he hang on? Through turn number 1. Oh, Johnny B carries a little bit more speed. He might have a chance here, Johnny B. To hook onto the bumper. He does hook onto the bumper. He gets a toe. They're side by side once more. About the 100th time this race. Hard on the brakes to the chicane. Should be Buzz's line just about. He hangs on. Great racing. Johnny B got the slipstream but nowhere to go really at this point. It's a pinch point. Tries to hold back to get a good run. He's just nicked up into third as well. He takes third away from Kerbs. There goes the tail for third spot. Buzz is hanging on, he's having to weave, he's having to go a little, drive down the middle of the road a little bit defensive. Johnny B doesn't quite have the run he had last time. Oh, and this time Buzz gets a little kick of... They're going to be side by side once more. Final lap of the race. What's going on in the background as well? We've got 2 side by sides. And Kevs as well. Nose to tail. Johnny B's running outside of Buzz. Into the stadium. Oh, then Buzz blows on the brakes. Johnny B's gone running outside of him. It didn't look like he had that much of a run. He must have jumped in the toe. Johnny B is going to get the win. Buzz is going to get second spot. Still an amazing effort. And then what's going on behind? Kevs and Atu. Kevs has come out ahead. Johnny B is going to cross the line to win the race at round number 1. Buzz with a great drive. Podium P2. What's going on back here? Kevs is going to hang on to take a podium. Great drive from Kevs. Coming in P3 just ahead of Atu. Tazza in 5th. Wow. Blank final in 6th. Oh my days. What a race. Kit Novelli's going to come over 7th spot. Solid points. Opening round for Kit. That's probably going to give him the lead in Pro-Am Championship. And that's the effective win in Pro-Am as well. And then Redwood's coming home in 8th. And then Motormouth's going to be the last man on track, I think, because I think YT was a couple of laps down at least. Saw him in the pits a bit. Oh, there's Motormouth. Picking himself up. He might already be finished, to be fair. Or maybe not. Oh, he's there's a couple of problems Motormouth's dealing with right now. I think we might have to wait 64 seconds. He's still going to get points for 9th though, because he's still... just be classified 1 lap down in 9th. Something's got a bit askew for Motormouth there. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. What a win for Johnny B. In the end, epic battle with Buzz and Hornet. Absolutely epic. And then what an epic battle between Kevs and Atu at the end there. Dazzle with that little spin into the pit lane that put him down in 5th, but oh my days. Right. Literally having to wait. Let's just have another little look at Motormouth, shall we? Oh, he's kind of ghosted out now, but yeah, that's broken. Oh, he's going to get himself a point just for continuing to circulate. Alright, well there we go then. Classified results for round number 1. Like this, Johnny B takes the win from Buzzing Hornet, and then Kerb's rounding out the podium. Atto in 4th, Dazzler in 5th, Blankfile in 6th, Kit in 7th, Redburn in 8th, Motormouth in 9th, and YT gets a point in 10th, and then Satis retired in 11th, and Angie disconnected. And I will just try and snap a picture of that. And then we're going to go to round number 2. After Siri makes his draw. Hey Siri, pick a random number between 6 and 9.
Making a FaceTime call to Shannon Parfit face with rolling eyes.
That's insane. He actually did what I asked him to do, even though he said an insane thing that made no sense. Right. So that was number 8. What the hell? Right, number 8. One sec. Days, let me get these in Discord. So number 8 is going to put... Who's that going to put on pole? That is going to put Redwood on pole for the 20-minute race, round number 2. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I think, but yeah, was Buzz slowed down by his pop-up headlights in that round? Potentially. My theory still stands that the pop-up headlights might slow you down in the wind. But we're just waiting for the grid here to come up on Discord from my man Atto. This. That's good to go. Guess we don't have Angie as well, unfortunately. I guess not. Let's just check. Right, here we go then, round number 2, reverse grid. So if that was crazy, and it was, it can only get crazier. That was actually the craziest. What a great race for round 1. For a slightly depleted grid as well, that was awesome. as Project Cars 2 slowly dies in front of us, we will hopefully continue having great racing. Well, that's the other headline as well. Thursday night, 7 o'clock, Automobilista 2 jam. All of the iRacing people. Be online from Thursday. We're going to try all the other cars that we didn't get to try that other time. And generally mess about. So the grid for this one once again is going to be Red Bull from pole, Kit Novelli in second, Blankfile in third. Looking to make amends, Blankfile hopefully. Dazza in fourth, Atto in fifth, Kev's in sixth, Buzz from seventh, Johnny B last race winner in eighth, and then we got Motormouth in eighth, Whitey in 10th, and then Satis in 11th. And unfortunately Angie's internet is still letting her down tonight, which is a damn shame. Hopefully she'll be back next week. Alright, should be about to get rolling on the formation lap, and then we're going to have 20 minutes for round 2. Still clear conditions. Hit your Hockenheim Classic with the reverse grid drop, and then can Blankfile make up for that slightly poor first round by his standards. Still didn't quite get to the bottom of what happened to him on the grid, other than his wheel was 360 degrees turned to the left, which I think it probably was. Right, this will be a nice leisurely start now. Hopefully as we all get nice and neatly into formation. Which we'll see. Redwood come out on pole. Quite a long lap this actually. So hopefully we'll cruise around at a normal, fair old speed, because it's a 40-minute lap even at race pace. Yeah, I'm hyped for Automobilista 2 on Thursday. That was a lot of fun last time we did that. So we'll be on from 7 till late, till we just run out of time basically. I'll probably go quite late into the night, I think. I'm getting obsessed with that game. So good in VR, it's mad. So good. Go-karting on it's amazing. It's basically, it's like, you know, it's pretty much, as we know, it shares a lot of, it's got live track and a few other things in common with Project Cars 2. You can really tell it's related to Project Cars 2 when you play it, but it's an awesome game that. If anyone hasn't got it on PC, get it and join us on Thursday. I think it's still only 25 quid. Beautiful sight, these M1 Pro cars. Cruising round. Decent field, even with a couple missing and a couple of disconnects. Sorry, Angie's disconnect. And a few spaces on the grid. Who's got the best livery? I think Kit might be in with a shout of the best one, in my humble opinion. Kit and Blank are actually teammates, aren't they? Dazza's blue. Bit of a trademark now, the old Dazza blue. Atto in the simple white. Buzz is green. Johnny hates that livery, but he's picked it because it's got his right club number on it. But it does work for Project Cars. We've had a good run on Project Cars. Right, we're getting around to the start. I can stop wibbling along. Didn't realise we were this close. Redwood coming around to start the race. Round number 2 about to get underway. They come out the last corner. He's going to give it beans, and we're going to go racing. And it's green flag. And there's a bit of a hold up there at the back. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but that's held up Motormouth back. The top 8 are free well. Novelli straight into the slipstream here. Sticks those at the inside. He does have a run. He's got it up alongside. He's a bit busy behind him. In fact, he's got a lovely run there, Kit. Nice run through the slipstream. Blank File trying to take advantage as well. Does so. Gonna get hard on the brakes here. Nicely done. Stacks up a little bit on entry. Old piss cameraman. Good times. Everyone through alright? Yeah, top 8. Pick their way through. Oh, Redwood just gets a touch. He's going to come back across. Misses everyone. Scoop. Unlucky there for Redwood. And Black File side by side with Kit for the lead. The two teammates. So Black File's going to get it done. Kit grabs the curb on the inside. Daz is up to third. We're looking to get up to second, sorry. This is a cool little battle. Kev's going up the inside here. Ooh, side by side through the chicane. Well, they made that look easy. So Black File leads away from Kit Novelli, Motor Dazzler in third, Atu in fourth, Kev's in fifth, Buzzing on it in sixth. Johnny B in seventh. That's your top 7 battle we're looking at right here. All together, Buzz goes out on the grass and Dazzler comes across. What happened there? We didn't really see the build up to that. But Buzz and Hornet cops a load of grass on the outside. Motor Dazzler cops a load of wall, and then Atu got involved as well. What even happened there? 7 cars going for the same bit of road, but I saw Buzz run right on the outside, and then suddenly Dazzler, I think they just, either two of them just had a completely separate accident. That was a bit weird. It's given the field a bit of spread as well. So Blank Files managed to get away. 2.4 seconds ahead of Johnny B. He's just past Kit, who was going slowly then. Kit okay then? I think Kit's doesn't have any damage. Kit looks alright. And a bit of a gap back to Atkin in 4th. Dazzler in 5th. Satis is now up to 6th. Kev's down to 7th with Buzz in 8th. Motor Marks in 9th with YT in 10th and Redwood in 11th now. Bit confusing what happened there. That was a good battle for a little bit there, the top 7. Just all fell apart a little bit as I came into the stadium. And I got a bit of a kind of top 5 bubble there. Gap at the front, 2.3 seconds. Oh, was that? No, that was just a yellow van at the side of the road. I think Dazzler escaped, and I think he might have whacked the wall, you know, when he spun off to the inside on the way to that stadium. It looked like he was heading for the wall to me. He didn't get the best camera angles on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Dazzler's got a bit of damage, eh? Although he looks alright. He got away with it. Battle for 6th here. Satis, Kevs and Buzz. I don't think Buzz got any damage either when they all went pirouetting off. I think he just copped a little curb on this bit here and then spun off to the right. From battling for the race lead in round number 1 to battling over 6th spot with Satis and Kerb's Buzz. He's getting up into the back of Kit Novelli for 3rd place. And Blank File. No, struggle with. Whoa, Black File goes late on the brakes. Cuts the chicane. Spins over the chicane. Johnny B's going to get the leader, I think. Oh, piss cameraman, thank you very much. Misses that for us. Cheers, mate. Yeah, but Johnny B into the lead. So Black File makes the mistake. Overcooks it, just coming into the chicane. Cut across the grass, and then bit of wheel spin is all it takes, and Johnny B in the lead. Could be looking at back-to-back wins here, Johnny B. That would be quite something to start the championship. He's out in the lead. Blankfile's got a 1.3 second gap to catch up. The battle for third, Kit and Atu snaking together. Sweeping out onto the straight. I've come down here side by side. So you go Atu, headlights up, Kit, headlights down. Oh! That proves it once and for all that my headlight theory is sound. Kit faster there, down the straight. I don't know. Atu's going to get around here anyway. Looks like Atu's going to have the inside line coming up to the stadium section. Another headlight test. Yeah, possibly not. Nicely done from Atu up into third spot. And Buzz has found his way up into sixth, past Kerbs and Satis there. And Kerbs has also passed Satis. Very 70s look to that Satis machine there, isn't it? Or 80s, I should say. It's brown, that's what I'm trying to say basically. Daz's turn to catch up to Kit now. Oh, Black. What's going on? Oh no, it's just flashing at. It's just flashing at me. So Blankfile's getting to within a second. He's just closed that gap a little bit after the mistake. 10 minutes left on the clock, halfway through the race. They're still battling, by the way, down here. 9th, 10th and 11th. Motormouth, Edward and YT fighting over the final points. Back at the front though. Another great race for the lead, involving Johnny B, but this time with Black File. Doesn't hold it down in sixth on the recovery trail. Flash of the brakes there from Black. Ooh, Johnny B a bit slow there. He just slightly got a little four-wheel drift on. Lost a bit of momentum. We give Black File a chance to just tuck into the slipstream, probably come out of this chicane about half a second back. Into the stadium section on lap number 5. Oh, that's a big kick of entry oversteer from Johnny B. Whoa, and a roll on the curve for good measure. Oh, Black File a little one with these cars. Nice to drive, but on the limit. A bit twitchy. Big kicks of turning oversteer. Both guys hanging it out. And this is the battle for fourth spot between Kit Novelli and Marty Dazza. Dazza just creeping up onto the back of Kit. Kit running well there. Once again. Definitely been showing good speed. And Dazza off the back of the back-to-back wins in the final rounds of the Group A Challenge 2 weeks ago. Having another solid run tonight. It's a little bit hot on him. They're probably up in the top 5. Doesn't know on it in 6th. And Satis in a solid 7th. That'll be good points for Satis. Kev's down in 8th. Not gone so well for Kev this time up. Motormouth currently in 9th and Redwood in 10th. And YT down in 11th spot. And the battle for the lead sort of as they were. 6/10 of a second in it. Blank was a second quicker last lap though. 10.5 to Johnny's 11.5. Well, I think what we learned from tonight already is that we're going to have an awesome season watching these guys race in these cars. We've got all the classic tracks. We've got Silverstone Classic, Monza Classic, and Road America, and Watkins Glen, and Long Beach. I think that's the rest of the calendar. Could look it up. Whoa! Wobble for Johnny. Big wobble. Blank file just not quite able to take advantage because his way was blocked. Had to jump on the brakes. And it's game on with 6 minutes to go. The Kerb Clippers M1 Pro Club. Round 2. Current championship leader and round number 1 winner Johnny B trying to fend off Blank File. Who doesn't want to see Johnny B getting back-to-back wins to start this championship off at all. Johnny B a little bit slow there on exit out of 1, just dipped a wheelie on the curb, didn't lose too much momentum. That's closing down the straight. Black File's right up in the toe here. He might not have a chance into this one, he's going to get there though, he's catching him. Whoa, he's too late on the brakes, he clips Johnny B! Johnny B's going to survive? I think Blake's going to wait for him, and I think... Oh, this cameraman. I think they're okay, but... Atty's going to take advantage. Is Atty through the middle? This cameraman, this angle. I think Atty's going to get it. And I think that's damage, isn't it? That's big damage on... Oh, is that big damage on Johnny B? No. Johnny B. So he did go in the wall. Blank File hit him. Wow. Wowzers. That is terminal for Johnny B. Whoa, I don't know what the stewards are going to make of that one. But for now, the battle for the lead, Atty's just stepped in to replace Johnny B. Because Blankfile tried to wait, but Johnny B was in no position to be waited for. He lost a wheel. It looked like Blankfile just didn't quite get on the brakes in time, but we'll wait for after the race to sort that one out. For now, Atty says thank you very much and finds himself suddenly up into the lead. Buzzing on it, finds himself back on the podium in third. Daz is up to fourth now, Sat is fifth, Kit sixth. Oh, that was really weird then. Suddenly everyone was going slowly, but I think that's just... I mean, obviously... Oh no, that is Kit. So Kit's got major damage as well now. I was going to say... Basically, we learned it's obviously quite easy to lose a wheel here. We got Kit and Johnny B snaking their way down the straight. Limping home. We're only 3 minutes left on the clock. They might still get themselves up in the points. Or something, but... Poor old Johnny B. I think he was definitely an innocent party in that one. He's going to take advantage of it. Looks like Blankfile's probably going to hang on for second. Buzzing on it might find himself leading the championship now with a second and a third if he can hang on in third place. I can't do the maths well enough in my head, but I think Buzz will be a championship leader. Satis in fifth. He'll be pleased with that. Kev's up to sixth. So Motormouth in seventh as well. So yeah, so basically then we got Kit Redwood in eighth, and then everyone else is wounded. So we got Kit. Whitey's dead again. Kit and Johnny B limping home. That Scandinavian flick. It'll be white flag this time. Ferrato will be looking at an unlikely victory from tonight. always up at the front, isn't he, but didn't quite have full speed in qualifying. Obviously got wiped out by Blank at the start of round number 1 with Blank's bonky wheel start. He never really got a chance in round 1, but in round 2 through the reverse grid draw up into 3rd spot, and then when Blank filed and Johnny B came to blows, he was there to take advantage. I think that's just why T creeping his way into the pits yet, and Kit and Johnny B have already made it, so they'll be getting repairs at least. A couple of points. There we go, yeah, white flag in the air, so final lap of the race. Got still up at the front. Bowers in a very, very lonely 3rd now. It's been a pretty high attrition rate this race. And we've got a huge gap back to Dazza and Sat is coming through about 30 seconds behind the leaders here. And they're in 4th and 5th. Kerb's in 6th, Motormark in 7th, Redwood in 8th. They're still fairly close together actually, those two. On to the back straight for the final time. 0.3 of a second is the difference. Blankfire might look to make a move here. He's got himself up into the slipstream. He does duck out. He defends the inside. Down straight into the seam section one last time. Snaking on the brakes there, snaking on the brakes. Is that going to hold it? Yes, he is. On the limit there from both of them. And round the final 2 corners for the final time to take round number 2. Atto and Blankfire spins it off the final corner. Buzzers are going to be too far away to make a difference, but Atto crosses the line, takes the win. Well done to Atto. Blankfire in 2nd place. He might have to have a word with the stewards bus Reed and Johnny B. In fact, he almost certainly will from the incident with Johnny B. But for now, he takes 2nd place. Buzzing Hornet in 3rd. Satis is coming through in 4th. So just we've missed out on the last lap there. Daz has made a small mistake somewhere. I think it's just happened. Yeah, a little bit of damage there on Dazza. So Satis is going to pick up 4th place. Not only this is a win in Pro-Am, but 4th place is a bucket load of points in Pro-Am for Satis. Awesome drive. It was his idea to run the M1 this time round, so he'll be pleased with 4th. Great drive from Satis, wins in Pro-Am and gets 4th place on the road, 4th place points. Dazza comes in 5th, slightly in the walls there, I think, on the final lap. Kerbs will be pretty happy to come in 6th after those early race dramas. Everyone else started falling off the road ahead of him, and then we got Motormouth and Rebel Battle coming in 7th and 8th spot. Round the final corner, again decent points in Pro-Am, not quite as many as Satis, but good points on the board. Seventh and 8th respectively, and then Johnny B is already finished. Unlucky there, Johnny B, with the wheel loss and the eyeballs falling out as well. He's doing some donuts to celebrate before he comes in to collect his couple of points for 9th spot. Whitey's going to keep getting. Oh, so Kit. Oh yeah, Kit died with Johnny, didn't he? But so actually, Kit's ended up even further behind than Johnny is. Whitey's going to get himself another point, even though he's been in the wars. Brings it in 10th again. Johnny B on aim 3 wheels for the final point. Worth solid efforts. The final 2 points actually. And then Whitey cruising in for the last points. Well, that was hectic, ladies and gentlemen. That was genuinely mental. Great racing from everyone. I do believe we'll linger on Buzzing Hornet for the last few seconds because I do believe Buzzing Hornet leads the championship. I could be wrong. But the final results, classified results for round number 2 of the Kerb Clippers M1 Pro Club is Atu takes the win from Blank File and Buzz on the podium. And you got Satis in P4, great drive from Satis. Dazza in 5th, Kev's in 6th, Motor in 7th, Red in 8th, Johnny in 9th, and then YT in 10th, and then Kit Novelli. Counting him as a DNF, but he was still circulated, but unfortunately he's out of the points after that damage. And that was insane. Right, so tomorrow there'll be iRacing on board with Atu, and then Wednesday there'll be the final of the Radical Championship with me and Blank 1 point apart in the standings. That should be fun. And then on Thursday it's going to be Automobilista jam session, so everyone join us for that if you can. And I'll see you back next Monday for the round that I should always look up before I get to this bit, which will be rounds number 3 and 4 of the M1 Pro Club, coming to you next Monday from Alton Park International. So that should be pretty mad, actually. Tight and twisty. And I will see you then. Championship tables will be up soon in the Discord. And yeah, I'll catch you guys during the week, hopefully. And look after yourselves. See you for the next one. Cheers.